It's Reverend John at Unity Palo Alto Spiritual Center, and our thought for today, I am centered in the inner realm of wholeness. In his book, Spiritual Economics, Eric Butterworth reminds us of the vision of Paul's sermon on Mars Hill, when Paul said, "The God who made the world and everything in it, being Lord of heaven and earth, does not live in shrines made by man, nor is he served by human hands as though he needed anything, since he himself gives to all men life and breath and everything. Yet he is not far from each one of us, for in him we live and move and have our being." Butterworth continues by quoting H. Emily Cady, the New Thought pioneer and author, who poses a challenging insight that every sincere seeker after truth should reflect upon. God is not a being with qualities or attributes, but he is the good itself coming into expression as life, love, power, and wisdom. What this is saying is that God is not loving, God is the allness of love. God is not wise, God is the allness of wisdom. God is not a dispenser of divine substance, for God is the allness of ever-present substance in which we live and move and have our being. Butterworth continues by saying, any person who understands this will have in his or her possession the key by which he or she will always be able to demonstrate prosperity and security, no matter what the conditions in the world. When Jesus said, "In the world you have tribulations, but I have overcome the world," he meant that he kept himself centered in this inner realm of wholeness. And if we keep ourselves centered in that inner realm of wholeness, as he did so persistently, we too can experience mastery over all that happens around us or to us. The centering process is the key to experiencing true prosperity. And so today, let us be focused on this idea and hold this thought that I am centered in the realm of wholeness. And as we go through this day, just begin to identify when you're feeling yourself separate from this idea of wholeness. Wholeness is a pretty big word. And sometimes we may feel less than, we may be experiencing illness, we may be experiencing some sort of lack in our lives. But the idea that Butterworth is getting across is that you will experience some sort of sickness or illness or lack at times, and at the same time, spiritually, you are whole. And you can tap into that essence of yourself, that wholeness within yourself, and draw forth from that your experience of life and prosperity and wisdom in all that you do. So the first building stone is to really understand what substance is, as Butterworth says, the truth of substance. That God is, the whole of God's substance is present in its entirety at every point in space at the same time. So even when we are experiencing or feeling a sense of lack or illness or less than, at that same time, we are still spiritually whole and can draw upon that sense and center ourselves in that spiritual wholeness. And when we do so, we bring forth that idea of prosperity. We bring forth that substance that we're looking for. We bring forth that love in our relationship, that harmony in our relationships. And so today, just notice when you are feeling out of wholeness and recenter yourselves with a breath, just nice and gentle. And remember, I am centered in the inner realm of wholeness. Butterworth says the truth is, despite the appearance of great lack in every area, in every human life, there is an infinite and eternal energy from which all things proceed. So let's practice becoming centered in that state of wholeness before we move on to the next step of spiritual economics. You are whole, you are worthy, and you are a welcome presence in this world. Have a wonderful day. Love and blessings. Namaste.